Okay, students, now we are down to lesson 1. We're going to be learning about the mean. Whoops, let me move this. We're going to be learning about the mean. Lesson 1, Chapter 11, Statistics and Probability. Our essential question today, students, for this lesson is, how are the mean, median, and mode helpful in describing data? In this case, we have the mean and the average. These both mean the same thing. That's why they have both of them. That's the vocabulary that you have for this lesson, is the mean and the average. So, let me pause for a second and see what my dog is barking at. Okay, I'm back. Ellie was barking at people walking by. She's so territorial. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's just look at this real world link. So Tina and her friends downloaded songs for 6 weeks as shown in this table. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each item is a week. How many songs were downloaded? So the first thing we want to do is total the number of songs that were downloaded. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this up here, and I'm going to write the total number of songs down on here. Let's go ahead. Get my paper. Here we go. So we have 12, 6, 10, 9, 4, and 1. We're adding these up. So I can use my calculator to make it faster. I have 12 plus 6 plus 10 plus 9 plus 4 plus 1 equals 42 songs. So they downloaded 42 songs. Okay, so that's that first question, 42. On average, how many songs did they download each week? So that's finding the mean. If you remember, I showed you how we did that, and we're going to go ahead and put that right here. So we have a total of 42 songs. This is our songs, and we're going to go ahead and divide that by how many weeks. Each one of these items is a week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you know your multiplication, you know that 42 divided into 7 is divided by 6 is 7. Yeah. 42 divided by 6 equals 7. So, on average, how many songs did they download each week? On average, they downloaded 7 songs each week. And it's that simple. I'm going to go ahead and pause, and I'm going to give you another one to do. Again, what we're working with here, this is the average. 7 songs per week, or the mean. Same thing, per week. It's that simple. So I'm going to pause it, and we're going to. So this is interesting. They're actually already showing you how to plot these numbers on here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to plot these numbers on here. So my first number is 12. Second number is 6. 10, 9, 4. And then 1. So what was the average? We had the average as 7, if you recall.
So the question is how far below the average is 1? Well, here's 7. So how far below the average is number 1? We're going to go here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 below the average. So average 4 is 1, 2 is 3 below the average. 6 is 1 below the average, and so on. Let's look at this number 12. Where's 12? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 above the average. Above the average. So 6, 3, and 1 are below the average because they're below the 7. All of these numbers were below the 7. Now all these numbers are above the average. So 9 is 1, 2 above the average. That's your 9. 10 is 1, 2, 3 above, and 12 is 2, 3, 4, 5 above the average. And all we're doing, students, is we plotted these numbers down right here, and then we kind of looked at this scale that they've used, this number line, and these are great. This is actually good that they've shown you this, because you have an opportunity to look at something statistically, which makes it easier to understand than seeing a bunch of numbers and then seeing something like this. So this is very good for you guys to become to. Okay, let's go ahead and find out what the mean is actually. The mean of data set is the sum of the data divided by the number of the prices of data. So basically all the numbers divided by the number of items, just like I showed you. It's basically what it is. It is the balance point for the data set, the average. So let's look at these examples they gave us. They gave us this one, which is a pretty cool example. And there. So in this case, find the mean number of representatives for the 4 states. In this case, they're actually using models, or stick figures as well. So let's go ahead and count these stick figures. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for Tennessee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Kentucky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for Virginia, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Louisiana. Okay, so we have all our numbers, students, and if we total these up, we have 4 states. Let's go ahead and do this. I'll put in a lighter pen here. We have 9, 6, 11, and 6. So I know that 6 and 6 is 12, plus 11 is 22, 23, plus 9 is 33. Let's check our work. I say it's 33. We have 9, 6 plus 11 plus 6 equals 32. Let me recheck again. I counted wrong. 9 plus 6 plus 11 plus 6 equals 32. 32 here. Again, they're asking us to find the mean, which is also known as the average. We have 4 states. equals 8. So, in answering this question, we have find the mean number of representatives for the 4 states. So the average number of representatives for these 4 states together are 8. So on average, there are 8 representatives in these 4 states. That's what they're telling you, on average. Okay, so the table shows the number of CDs a group of friends bought. Find the mean number of CDs the group bought. All these numbers, and we can easily add them up in our head. 4 plus 6. Let's go. We'll just do it this. 3, 4, 6, 0, 2. It is important that you number has no value. It is still considered an item. And remember that. It's considered a piece of the data, students. So we have 6 plus 4 is 10, 13, 15. We have a total of 15 CDs that were CDs. So we take that 15 and we divide it by the number pieces of data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the total data divided by the number of items, the number of data. Let me put this over here. I will call this the number of data pieces, which in this case are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on average is 3. So the average, the table group, a group of friends bought. Find the mean number of CDs the group bought. So the group bought an average of 3 CDs. They're the same thing. Okay, perfect.